Hello everyone and welcome back to today's weather video. We're going to be talking about Winter Storm Shirley. But before we get into that, I am so excited because I just got my very own Lady Gaga Chromatica Oreos. I have tried one and it isn't half bad. Let me know what you think of them. I know a lot of you have been saying different things on social media, but they are definitely colorful like Lady Gaga is, but I'm very excited that I finally got them, and I will be eating the rest of them throughout the rest of this month or week or tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. I can't do that. It's too much Lady Gaga in a day. All right, so let's get on with Winter Storm Shirley. First, we're going to talk about basically where the advisories and all the watches and warnings are. So they stretch basically from Texas all the way to the mid-Atlantic. We currently have winter weather advisories from Dallas going over into Oklahoma, parts of Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, the Virginias, and just south of Pittsburgh. You're not in any advisory right now, and just right south of Philadelphia, so north of that, New York and New England, you're not going to be getting this winter storm. Going into places, Baltimore, DC, you're under winter weather advisories. And then we actually do have some winter storm warnings west of the I-95 corridor from basically Frederick, Maryland into Morgantown, West Virginia. Basically south of Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, you're currently in a winter weather advisory. But then it gets a lot more interesting when you get back here into basically the whole state of Kentucky. If you're in northern parts of Kentucky, like Louisville, you're under a winter storm warning. But if basically you're from Bowling Green going eastward into the Appalachian Mountains of the border of Kentucky and Virginia, you're under actually ice storm warnings, and they actually extend all the way into this area right here where western Kentucky meets Illinois, meets Missouri, meets northwestern Tennessee, and extreme northeastern Arkansas. This whole area and then the rest of Kentucky are under ice storm warnings, and this is a major problem. There's a lot of trees in this part of the country, and it only takes about 1/10 of an inch of ice to basically cause mayhem everywhere. And there are some places that I just mentioned in those actual warning areas that could see up to 1/4 up to 1/2 inch of ice. That's going to produce a lot of downed trees and power lines. If you have a garage and your car is not in the garage, I would definitely take it into the garage right now, because we already have precipitation falling in parts of this area right now. So, and these warnings extend all the way until tomorrow morning. So significant icing is going to be a major problem with Shirley as it continues to move eastward. We go over here into parts of the rest of Arkansas. It looks like I'm looking at the map and everything. Even all the way back to the Little Rock area, looks like you're also under that ice storm warning. The rest of the area, like Dallas, going up to OKC, these winter weather advisories will be ending later on this evening as the storm pushes eastward. Everything south basically is going to be mainly a rain event or a rain-snow mix. That includes places like Memphis, Nashville, Knoxville, Tennessee. Places south of that is going to be mainly a rain event. And then going over here into parts of central and southern Virginia, this is the only area that we still have winter storm watches posted. They will either go into weather advisories or winter storm warnings later on this evening. It just depends on the track of the storm and how much precip that the computer models are forecasting. Now, if you're already under winter weather advisories for the rest of the Mid-Atlantic, again, south of Philly going into Baltimore, DC, down toward basically Fredericksburg and going west into Western Virginia and West Virginia, most places are going to be picking up generally 1 to 4 inches of snow. So this is not going to be a very heavy produced storm. It just does not have a whole lot of moisture with it. Now, we could see heavier amounts south of Fredericksburg going into the Richmond area if we do end up getting a winter storm warning, maybe upwards of 3 to 5 or maybe 6 inches in some locations in central Virginia, going back into parts of West Virginia. Going basically south of the Virginia-North Carolina line, we do not actually have any winter weather advisories or storm watches or warnings for parts of northern North Carolina, just because, again, it's just too warm and it's mainly going to be a rain event. Or if you do live on the border, you could see a rain-snow mix. Places just on the east coast of Virginia, you also are not under a winter storm watch. Again, since you're right on the ocean with the maritime temperature and everything, it keeps you a little too warm to see significant snow or ice, but you could see a mixture or just a wintry mix if you live in the Virginia Beach and Norfolk areas. This storm will be making its way eastward, just basically off the east coast, sometime around lunchtime tomorrow. So a lot of these winter weather advisories on the East Coast expire at 10 or 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, and Shirley will be out of here, but it will be leaving again. The main threat will be ice here in the Tennessee, Ohio, and Kentucky river valleys, up to, again, half an inch of ice is possible. So make sure that you just don't go anywhere if you don't have to. Work from home, keep the kids out of from outside and everything. It looks pretty, don't get me wrong, but the ice is extremely dangerous. It's the most dangerous form of winter precipitation that you can actually get. It's just very, very slippery, as you all know. Don't think that this is the last storm that we're going to be seeing, because we actually have another storm that's going to be making its way into the West Coast this weekend, and it's going to be moving right over the same exact areas basically as Shirley does, and we are going to have another chance of wintry weather for the same types of places that I just mentioned over this weekend. So I will have another video on that in the next couple of days. Until then, hope to keep you all safe, and remember to keep your eye to the sky, and just tune into your local weather stations for your local updates on weather happening around your neck of the woods. Stay safe, everyone. Take care.